Hello, hello, and welcome to episode 135 of the Compassion and Cucumbers podcast. I'm Christine.
And I'm Sam.
And I hope you're all doing well out there. It's a beauteous day here in our neighborhood.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Blue skies, not a cloud to be seen.
Nope. April 15th, we love you.
Yep, flowers are popping, the trees are starting to bud. And
I can just see buds starting on the lilac trees.
Yeah, I think spring is my favorite season.
I mean, I'm going to put in a vote for fall. I really do love fall, but I think spring is number 2.
Yeah. I feel like both spring and fall don't last long enough.
I agree. They don't.
And then summer and winter feel like a long time. I don't know why that is.
Interesting. I don't either.
Yeah. For you, summer probably doesn't feel like a long time. It probably flies by.
It does.
Because then you're like, oh my God, school's starting again already?
Oh, yeah.
That kind of
There's
thing.
always a bit of that, but, it's all good.
Yeah, and it's today is United States Federal Tax Day. Hope you got your taxes in.
Yeah, we did.
Yep, Uncle Sam takes his share, doesn't he?
He does.
It always reminds me of that line from the Dickens thing, the Christmas Carol.
Oh, from the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah, Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Where he says, what does he say? The doctor takes his share.
Doesn't he?
Doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Anyway. Fun thing. A couple episodes back, we talked about Seventh Heaven Chocolatier and their release of a peanut butter cup.
We did.
The coveted peanut butter cup, because I am a huge fan of chocolate and peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got our hands on some.
We did.
And we tried them. Mm-hmm. What did you think of them?
Well, I thought they were absolutely heavenly.
Yeah, I 100% agree. And I would say that this is probably the closest thing to a Reese's peanut butter cup I've had in a long time.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, we've been fans of the Justin's peanut butter cups for quite some time, the Unreal peanut butter cups for quite some time.
Yeah, those
and
aren't bad.
The Nut Pucks that Chomp makes.
Yeah, the Nut Pucks are good.
All wonderful. But I don't know, there was just something really kind of nostalgic.
Very nostalgic.
And spot on about these peanut butter cups.
Yeah, it's an oat milk chocolate.
Yes.
So we've been talking about we should have some sort of a taste test.
Yeah, because it's really hard to compare these different peanut butter cups without tasting them side by side. So I think we might have to do what were you just calling it?
I was calling it a cup off.
A cup off. It's a strange name, but okay.
A vegan peanut butter cup off.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we may have to do that.
I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to see where they actually rank. In my brain, I would rank them now. Seventh Heaven, number 1.
Okay.
Chomp, the Nut Pucks, number 2.
Okay.
Justin's number 3. And Unreal, number 4. That's how they rank in my brain from memory.
Okay.
But if you had them like in front of you and did like a taste test, that might change.
Yeah, I don't know how I would rank them.
Yeah.
Because also there's a version of a peanut butter cup that Unreal does that has little crispy quinoa.
That doesn't count.
And, no, because it's a little bit different.
I do like those.
I really like the ones with the crispy quinoa in them. I think those are good. Quite lovely.
But they have to be just the plain cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we'll have to do a cup off because I can't rank them from memory.
We will definitely do that in the future.
Yeah.
A cup off.
Be fun.
Yeah. Speaking of food, we have no recipe this week, and I have been considering postponing the weekly recipe, now that Veg Fest season is coming up and we're going to be really, really busy. But Sam is kind of shooting that down because she said, what did you say?
Well, I was just saying I don't quite agree with that decision.
Well, that part I know, but
yes.
But why?
Because I'm coming to the end of my semester. Yes, it's still about a month away, but I will have more time on my hands in the not too distant future. And so I can definitely contribute to choosing and preparing recipes.
Okay, I'll take you up on that. So
okay.
We'll see how that goes.
Yes.
We'll see how that goes.
I would like to do that.
Yeah.
I don't get to spend much time in the kitchen.
It's true you don't. It's gotten to the point where Sam doesn't know where things go.
I don't. I was unloading the dishwasher the other day, and I'm like, where does this go? I've never seen this thing before.
Yeah,
where does it go?
You know, you can put it anywhere you want, but know that I'm going to have to ask you, where did you put it? So,
right. Yeah. So I've become very unfamiliar with my own kitchen.
Yeah.
Which is very strange.
I mean, most things are where they've always been.
Yeah, most things are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be one or two things where you'll be like, where's the...
Yeah, we get down to certain like specialty utensils, and that's where I get confused.
Yeah.
It's not like I don't know where the plates are.
No. Well, I can tell you, most kind of specialty utensils I keep in what I call the baking drawer.
Yes, and that is like my drawer.
Yeah. And that's like rubber spatulas, a tiny whisks, measuring cups, measuring spoons, pastry cutter, things like that.
All of my favorite things.
Yeah. All those kinds of things I keep separate from. We have a bigger drawer where like big spatulas and stuff like that
Wooden
go.
spoons. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho, now that everybody knows the lay of the land in our kitchen.
Seriously.
So, if you would like to come over and cook the next recipe, just drop me an email and I'll see if we can arrange it. Anyway, let's move on.
Let's do.
Hey, we have something noteworthy in our noteworthy segment. So that's good.
We do.
Yeah.
This is coming from One Green Planet, and this is an article that was published 1 week ago, and it's 9 myths about animal rights debunked. So we are going to get the facts straight.
Yeah, I like to bust some myths.
You do.
Insert bust a move here.
If you must.
Yeah, I can't because we don't own the rights to that song, but I would if we could.
Okay. Anyway. Animal rights is a topic that sparks passionate debate and discussion. Unfortunately, several myths and misunderstandings often cloud the understanding of animal rights and its significance.
That's true.
This article aims to debunk 9 prevalent myths surrounding animal rights, providing factual information to help readers get a better understanding of this crucial issue.
And what is that first myth?
The first myth is probably the most pervasive. I mean, I've definitely heard this before, and that is that animal rights activists prioritize animals over humans.
Yeah, we've actually discussed that before on the show. Mm-hmm.
Yes. The truth of the matter is that animal rights activists advocate for the fair and ethical treatment of animals while also recognizing the importance of human well-being. Their objective is to create a harmonious coexistence between humans and animals, promoting compassion and respect for all living beings.
Yeah, now I think that this is kind of generalizing. I'm sure there are some animal rights people out there that maybe don't prioritize humans over animals or vice versa, or don't see them on the same, on the same plane as far as rights go.
Sure, but I would not think that those people would be in the majority.
No, definitely. I think the majority of animal rights activists, and I know people like us, definitely care about human beings.
Yes.
What's myth number 2?
Myth number 2 is that animal rights means that animals have the same rights as humans.
Yeah, that just doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't for any number of reasons.
Yeah.
Okay, but again, the truth of the matter is that animal rights proponents do not argue for animals to have identical rights to humans. Instead, they advocate for all animals, including humans, to be free from unnecessary suffering, exploitation, and cruelty, recognizing that animals have their own intrinsic value and deserve respectful treatment.
Yeah, and I think this myth probably comes from people maybe reading into the fact that a lot of animal rights people talk about animal personhood, where that gives animals some of the same rights that we have as far as not suffering or living in abusive situations.
We talked about that a little bit last week when we were talking about Wayne Sung's case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And famous case was elephant, whose name escapes me right now, who they were trying to get personhood for because he was terribly abused in this zoo. And a lot of animal rights activists do fight for personhood.
Yes.
For animals. For those reasons.
That animals are recognized as beings, not things.
Right.
Yes.
Myth number 3.
Myth number 3 is that animal rights activism is a fringe movement. Untrue. Animal rights activism has gained significant traction globally, attracting support from a diverse range of individuals and organizations. The movement has influenced laws, policies, and public opinion, highlighting the increasing recognition and importance of animal rights in society.
It's definitely not fringe.
No,
I think if you ask anybody, any person on the street, walk up to any person on the street and ask them, do you think that animals should have rights? And I think most people will say, well, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on the context.
Yeah.
And who you're asking, obviously.
Yeah, but I think most people consider themselves animal lovers.
This is true.
You know, I mean, I'm sure there are people out there that will say, I mean, there's vegans out there that will say, I don't love animals. I don't, I don't have this kind of, squishy, feely thing with animals. It's just, I think that they deserve to have rights.
Right.
It's not a love kind of thing.
Yeah.
So there are even vegans that don't love animals. But I think if you ask most people if they, quote, air quote, love animals, most people will say yes.
Yeah. I actually overheard an interesting conversation today. I was walking by an office, and this is none of my colleagues in my department, but I was walking by this office, and a student was showing a professor a picture of their puppy. They got a new puppy and was showing a picture of their puppy. And the professor said, "Oh, he's okay.
He's okay."
I generally don't like animals, but he's kind of cute.
Well, there's one of those people, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, and it was all I could do not to start laughing as I was walking past the door, because I just thought it was just the strangest conversation to hear.
Yeah, he's okay.
He's okay.
Who looks at a picture of a puppy and goes, he's okay.
He's okay. Yeah. I don't get that, but that's okay.
Myth number 4 is animals are incapable of experiencing pain or emotions.
Oh my, yes. This certainly needs to be debunked. And I know we've talked about this many, many times.
Yeah.
In reality, scientific research and evidence overwhelmingly support the fact that animals are sentient beings capable of experiencing pain, pleasure, and a wide range of emotions. They have complex nervous systems and exhibit behavior that indicates their ability to feel and experience the world around them.
I had a conversation with a friend of mine on Facebook who is, I guess you would call him pescatarian.
Okay.
And he was saying, and he said, I'm pescatarian, even though I know that those creatures probably suffer just as much as others do.
Yes.
And I offered him a little information backing that up. And there are really new studies right now that show that fish can recognize themselves, recognize others, they have friends and social groups, and they most definitely feel pain.
Yes.
And fear and a lot of the things that humans do. So
absolutely.
And, gave them something to think about.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, that's wonderful. No, but you can see, I mean, just as you can tell that your companion animals, your cats or dogs, you can tell when they're not feeling well. You can tell when they're not themselves.
Right.
Yeah. They have personalities. They have senses of humor. You can tell when they're feeling pain. And I don't think animals that are largely considered farmed animals are any different. Spend any time with any animal, and you're going to see very clearly that they are a living, thinking, feeling being.
Yeah, absolutely. What's myth number 5?
Myth number 5 is that animal rights activism disregards cultural and traditional practices. This is, however, I would say largely untrue. Animal rights activists respect cultural and traditional practices, but aim to promote compassionate alternatives that minimize animal suffering. They encourage the adoption of humane practices and seek to challenge harmful traditions that involve unnecessary cruelty towards animals.
Yeah, definitely untrue.
Yeah, for sure.
Myth number 6 is animal rights activists only care about cute or endangered animals.
First of all, have you ever come across an animal that's not cute in some way? I haven't.
I haven't either. And yeah, this is absolutely untrue. I mean, maybe there are some animal rights activists out there. I mean, we could probably name a couple who only care about cats and dogs. We talked about that in a previous episode. So, I mean, I can see where this myth comes from.
But really, animal rights activists advocate for the well-being of all animals, regardless of their appearance or endangered status. Their focus is on ensuring that all animals are treated with compassion, respect, and fairness, recognizing the inherent value of every individual's life.
Yes. Myth number 7 is animal rights activism is solely about eating plants.
I mean, sure, eating plants is definitely a part of it. I don't think there's any question about that, but there's a whole lot more to it than that. So while many animal rights activists may choose to follow a plant-based diet, animal rights does go beyond dietary choices. It encompasses broader issues such as animal exploitation in various industries, animal testing, and entertainment practices that involve animal cruelty. So no, it's not just about eating plant-based.
No, and that's the old, vegan versus plant-based. Veganism is not a diet, it's an ethic.
Right.
Plant-based is a diet.
Yes.
So vegans are plant-based. Now, people often use it interchangeably.
It's true.
People say, I'm on a vegan diet. Mm-hmm. And I had just a little meme that I had posted to some Facebook group, and I don't remember which Facebook group it was, but the Facebook group was called Vegan Something. And it was about animals suffering and violence, the meme. It was a quote. I don't exactly remember what the quote was or who the quote was from. But there was a gentleman that commented, I don't know what you're talking about with violence. Veganism is a diet. There's no violence in your diet. And, of course, that opened up a whole, can of worms, which is not a vegan term. I can't think of any non-vegan term to explain that. But a lot of people kind of jumped on him and said, no, veganism is not a diet.
Right.
And why are you in this group? And I just look, calm down, everybody. Obviously this is a teaching moment, right?
Sure.
So you got to look at those moments as teaching moments. So,
absolutely.
Explain to him that veganism is not a diet.
No.
Plant-based is a diet.
Well, I mean, veganism is not a diet in the way that particularly the Western world has been taught to think of diet.
Right.
You think of diet having a name.
Right.
Keto, paleo.
Right.
Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, and it's
usually
vegetarian,
pescatarian.
Well, right. And and frequently those words are often associated with weight loss or maintenance or muscle gain.
Yeah, they can be.
Yeah, it's very, very connected to the fitness industry.
Sure.
The idea of diet. So the diet industry and the fitness industry are really, really intimately connected. Now, if you go back to thinking about diet as what it really is, which is the sum total of everything that an individual consumes, then yes, veganism is a diet. Because everything that we consume is vegan.
Well, I mean, I guess so, yeah.
I'm just playing with the semantics here.
Yeah, you
That's
are.
all.
It is definitely semantics.
Yes.
It's definitely semantics.
And it's fun, so, why not?
Myth number 8 is animal rights activism hinders scientific progress.
I'm not even sure where this comes from.
I'm guessing animal testing?
Well, yes. I guess I just don't understand why anyone would believe that it's necessary to torture animals to make scientific progress.
It's just I think an uneducated opinion.
Perhaps, but that's a really strange one to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, animal rights activism encourages the development and implementation of alternative methods to animal testing, promoting advancements in scientific research that are more ethical, reliable, and relevant to human health. The goal is to minimize animal suffering while still advancing scientific knowledge. And this makes perfect sense if you think about it. How can you know that a product tested on the eyes of rabbits is going to have the same effect on
human beings?
Humans?
Yeah.
The genetic and chemical makeup of those two beings is completely different.
Yeah, and a lot of times that testing is so extreme.
Yeah.
It's not, put a little eyeshadow on a bunny.
Right.
It's, put lots and lots of that eyeshadow into the bunny's eye.
Yeah.
You know, it's not even real world situations,
No.
you know, it's anyway, we could do a whole episode on animal testing.
Easily.
Yeah.
Yes. And finally, we have myth number 9, that animal rights activism is ineffective and does not bring about change.
Debunk it.
Okay. Throughout history, animal rights activism has played a crucial role in driving significant changes in legislation, industry practices, and public attitudes toward animal welfare. It has led to the establishment of animal protection laws, the banning of cruel practices, and increased awareness and compassion towards animals.
By debunking these 10 common myths surrounding animal rights, we hope to provide a clearer understanding of the importance of this movement. Animal rights activists aim to foster a society that values the welfare and rights of animals, promoting compassion and striving for more ethical and responsible treatment of all living beings. Embracing animal rights ultimately benefits not only the animals, but humanity as a whole.
That's right. It certainly does.
And thank you, One Green Planet, for debunking those myths. I'll put a link to this article.
Because the picture at the top of the article is really, really cute.
It is a cute picture of a bunch of hands, and then there's a paw.
A kitty
on
paw.
top.
It's very
And
cute.
I would recommend that if you click on that link just to read through this article, that you peruse One Green Planet's website, because there's
Yeah.
a lot of really cool information on here.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah. That brings us to our main topic. Hey, this week's main topic is something fun. It's VegNews 2024 Veggie Awards. And we're going to talk a little bit about the winners of the Veggie Awards.
Yeah, we mentioned very briefly last week that VegNews had released their spring issue, which always encompasses the best of vegan for the year. So we've got the 2024 Veggie Award winners. We're going to introduce you to the 34 best products, people, and places in the vegan world.
And you can see if some of your favorites made the cut, or if you even know, because sometimes we read through these and they're brands we've never even heard of. So it's really interesting.
Yeah.
So there might be things that you might want to try, you know?
Truly. Well, we're going to start off right at the top with the best vegan milk. And that award this year goes to Oatly.
Curious. I was an Oatly fan when Oatly first came out. I loved Oatly. The thing about Oatly, though, is it's not organic.
Right.
And they do make an organic product, but it's really hard to get your hands on.
At least in this part of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oat is one of the highest sprayed and pesticide-containing grains out there. So if you're drinking oat milk and it's Oatly, I mean, congratulations, Oatly. But I
Yes.
would keep it to a minimum.
Yeah.
You know, because there's a lot of glyphosates,
Yes.
glyphosates. Did I have it right the first time?
Yes.
Okay. I always get that one wrong.
So yes, Oatly wins for best vegan milk. Second place was Silk. And I'm imagining it could have been one of Silk's many products.
Yeah, it doesn't list which product.
No, we use a lot of Silk cashew milk.
We do,
Yes. And then the third place went to Almond Breeze.
which is almond milk.
Of course.
Next up, we have the best vegan ice cream. Who won best vegan ice cream?
That would be Ben & Jerry's.
Not surprising, Ben & Jerry's.
No, not surprising. My only thing with Ben & Jerry's, like, I wish there were more vegan flavors.
There are more than what we see. Our store
Yes.
only carries like 3 or 4
Yeah.
varieties.
And they're just, like, the varieties they carry just aren't the flavors that I'd be really interested in.
Yeah.
So, which is probably good, because I really don't need to be eating ice cream.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's a fun thing to have every once in a while.
Yeah. So vegan Ben & Jerry's is an oat milk reformulation of a lot of their classic flavors.
Yeah.
And they are planning on debuting a vegan strawberry cheesecake flavor,
That might be good.
which could be very interesting with maybe some fresh strawberries. And that'd be a nice summery dessert.
It
I
would
can
be.
see
But
that
again, a
working.
lot of the ice cream makers are going to oat.
Yeah.
And I wish they wouldn't. Number one, because of the things I
Sure.
was talking about before. But number two, I think that oat milk ice cream, it gets a little more
Icy.
Mm-hmm. I prefer a higher fat
Yeah.
like
Cashew milk.
cashew milk or
Almond milk, coconut milk.
Yeah, I like coconut milk especially. I think makes the
Great
best
ice
texture.
cream. Yeah.
Textured ice cream, and that's because of the fat content.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And I'm sure that a lot of these ice cream makers are moving to cost. It's a cost savings for them, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yep. So Ben & Jerry's is in the top spot, followed by So Delicious Dairy Free in second. I actually do enjoy So Delicious. They have
do
a
too.
cashew milk, like salted caramel flavor that is just to die for.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. And then in third place, Oatly.
And I've never tried the Oatly ice cream.
Neither have I.
Moving on in the vegan dairy realm, best staple vegan cheese.
Which goes to Violife.
Yeah, Violife. Now, I would have voted for Follow Your Heart for number one, except they changed the formula in a lot of their cheeses, and especially what used to be my favorite sliced cheese, which was
Gouda.
It was a smoked Gouda. It was so good. They changed the formula, and now it's kind of brittle-ish and
Oh, really?
lacking in flavor, and yeah, it just really disappointing. So I have moved to
Violife.
Violife.
Oh, what a shame.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
I was sad. I got a package and it said new and improved on the outside. I'm like, oh no, because that is not always true,
Right. Yeah.
And it wasn't true. It wasn't.
Yeah. And see, I'm less of a vegan cheese fan than Christine is.
Yeah.
I just don't consume as much of it. To me, like I agree though that Follow Your Heart was doing some really nice things with sliced cheeses.
Yeah, and the meltability on it was really good.
Yeah,
and not
compared to most.
And
Yeah.
the new formula
Is
is not
not-
so much.
that's a
Yeah,
shame.
it's like I don't know what they did to it. So who came in second?
Second was Chow Creamery,
Yeah, the chows are good. The chow cheese is pretty good.
and then third place was Follow Your Heart.
I think I totally agree with this placement.
Yeah.
You know, like if there's no Violife, I would go to the chow
Slices. Okay.
And then last on my list would be my old favorite, Follow Your Heart.
Yeah.
Now there are some Follow Your Heart things that I love. I love their feta. I love their Parmesan.
Yep.
And you know, some of their other products, but their sliced cheese, not so much anymore.
That's a real shame.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that you've lost your favorite cheese.
Who moved my cheese?
Right, exactly.
Right?
Yep.
Next up is best artisanal vegan cheese.
I don't think this will come as a surprise to anyone.
Nope.
The top spot goes to Miyoko's Creamery.
Yeah, people love the Miyoko's cheeses, and especially there is a picture of their plant milk mozzarella, the liquid mozzarella, which we did try.
We did.
Way back when it first came out, and it is a pretty amazing product.
It really is.
We steer away from Miyoko's products ever since they kind of kicked Miyoko out of her own company.
Yep.
You know, I don't want to stop anybody else from buying their products. If you love their products, go ahead and buy their products. We steer away from them. And to be honest with you, we never bought a lot of Miyoko's products. Sometimes the butter because it's special.
It's so good.
And you know, it's pricey.
It is.
But it is special and tastes very close because it's cultured, tastes very close to a dairy butter. What came in second and third?
Second place, we have Kite Hill.
Okay.
And in third place, Tree Line Cheese, which is a brand I'm not familiar with.
I'm familiar with the brand, but I don't think that we've ever purchased Tree Line cheeses.
All right.
And let's face it, as far as artisanal cheese, vegan cheeses go, there are a million smaller brands out there making some good stuff.
Like, I really like the Uncreamery.
Uncreamery's good.
Uncreamery is great. They make a Havarti dill, which is insanely good.
Yeah.
Like, just ridiculously good.
Yeah.
You can only get it from, like, GTFO and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I wish I could remember the brands. When we were in London for VegFest UK, we got some vegan cheeses from
we did.
a cheesemaker there, and they were fantastic.
Yeah.
They gave us a camembert. We got like a wheel of camembert, and we ate it on the airplane with crackers.
We did.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember the brand.
We'll have to go back and double check.
Yeah. Next up in our vegan dairy extravaganza here in the VegNews Awards is Best Vegan Cream Cheese.
This is the very first Veggie Award for Best Cream Cheese. So this is a new category this year.
Ooh, okay.
And that is going to Kite Hill.
The Kite Hill's not bad. Very pricey.
I don't remember the Kite Hill. I know we've bought it before.
Yeah.
I think very early on in our veganism when we made a run to Whole Foods.
Yeah. Whole Foods
up in
carries a lot
Buffalo.
of Kite Hill.
So I don't specifically remember Kite Hill.
Kite Hill also makes a vegan ricotta. That's not bad.
Yep.
And a couple of other things. Their products are really good. They are on the pricey side. Coming in second was Violife.
Yes.
And third was Miyoko's.
Yes.
Which is kind of surprising because the Miyoko's cream cheese is very different. It's not like your typical cream cheese.
Yeah.
It's very cultured tasting, almost sour,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of it.
Well, I think it's interesting that our favorite
Yeah,
vegan cream cheese didn't make it to the list.
Our favorite is the old standby Tofutti.
Tofutti. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love
It's
it.
got as far as I'm concerned, it's got the best texture and flavor. Now, you're going to know it's not cream cheese.
Yeah.
It tastes like Tofutti. Tofutti has a specific flavor, but I've grown to love that flavor.
It doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
I was never a huge cream cheese person to begin with. And so, like, occasionally having a bagel with tofutti and vegetables instead of hummus and vegetables is just kind of a nice treat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of the other vegan cream cheeses, they don't hold up to heat at all. You put them on your bagel and they kind of melt. Tofutti doesn't do that.
No, it doesn't.
It acts like cream cheese.
It does.
It knows what to do.
So we now have sentient cream cheese.
Yes.
Okay.
I kind of feel like it is. Up next is Best Vegan Butter.
All right. So, I mean, really, I feel like vegan butter should come in two categories, like your everyday butter and then like your specialty butter.
Yeah.
So anyway, in this category, the best vegan butter has gone to Earth Balance.
Not surprised. A lot of people love Earth Balance, and I've heard a lot of people who bake say that Earth Balance is the best for baking.
Oh, good to know.
I've never tried. I've never tested that theory.
No, I haven't used Earth Balance for baking either. In fact, I think the only butter I've used for baking is the Country Crock with avocado oil.
Yeah.
Which does work well.
Yeah.
Vegan butter does not stand up to heat in the same way that dairy does.
Yeah.
So you have to start the butter from a colder place.
Right. Almost frozen.
Yes.
Yeah.
When, you might use your dairy butter at room temperature. So it is definitely a different proposition.
Yeah, it's a different chemical reaction happening there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I'll have to try Earth Balance for baking.
Yeah. So Earth Balance came in first. In second was Miyoko's.
Yep. And we do love Miyoko's butter.
Yep. And in third place is Country Crock, which is what we buy. And unfortunately, so many of these, I'm not sure about Earth Balance, but so many of them contain palm oil. I don't think the Miyoko's does.
No, I don't think it does either.
Yeah. There's no way around it, even though like the Country Crock says with avocado oil or with olive oil. It's just one of many oils that's in it. And one of the oils is always palm.
Yeah.
You can't get away from it.
No, it's a very unfortunate reality.
Yeah. Next up is Best Vegan Creamer.
And that award goes to Silk.
Silk Oat Creamer took first place.
Yes, it did. And the picture they have on this article is of their oatmeal cookie flavor, which I can imagine would be quite lovely.
Yeah, and, I don't know if there should be a separate one for like flavored creamers. And because Silk also makes a half and half that's really good.
Yeah. Cool. Not being a coffee drinker, this is not one of I'm not knowledgeable in this area.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Silk came in first.
Califia Farms was number 2, and third place, Nut Pods.
The Nut Pods are really good.
I do like the Nut Pods.
Yeah.
It makes me think of Christmas.
Yeah, we often get Nut Pods around Christmas time.
Because they do like a candy cane flavor.
Yeah.
Nut Pods.
I just wish we could find the Nut Pods in bigger.
Yeah, they come in really small containers.
Yeah, they come in like, I don't know, quarter pint containers. And, I can go through that in like 2 days.
Easily.
Because I like a lot of cream in my coffee.
You do. Next, we have Best Vegan Yogurt. And the winner is Forager Project.
I can see that. The Forager yogurts are good.
I haven't tried a yogurt, again, since we first went vegan.
Yeah.
Because I did consume a fair amount of yogurt prior to veganism.
You did. You used to love dairy yogurt.
I love Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do. And so I did try to find a replacement, but I didn't find one that I really liked.
Yeah. And you were like, do I really need yogurt in my life?
Right. Do I really need yogurt in my life?
Yeah.
You know, am I going to keep trying every vegan yogurt that's out there in the hopes of finding something that I'm going to enjoy as much? Or I can just say, you know what? I don't need this. And that's the route I took. So I have not tried a yogurt in years.
I will occasionally buy the Forager just plain Forager yogurt.
As sour cream.
And we use it as sour cream.
Yeah.
It's a good sour cream alternative.
It really is.
Again, they're pricey. Forager stuff is pricey.
Yep.
And then, coming in second was Silk.
Yep. And
yogurt.
Third place went to So Delicious Dairy Free.
And I've tried some of the So Delicious, and I think they're really good, but you weren't a huge fan.
No.
Yeah.
No, wasn't crazy about it.
This next category?
Again, this will not come as a surprise.
No surprise
to
at all.
Anyone. Best vegan eggs. The one, the only, Just Egg.
Just Egg takes it.
Yeah, they really are kind of the undisputed vegan egg champs.
They've kind of cracked the code.
They really, really have. We are big fans of Just Egg, both the liquid, which Christine uses to make some really amazing omelets.
Yeah, we don't buy it all the time, but
No.
every once in a while I'll buy a little carton. It's nice that it comes in cardboard cartons and not a plastic bottle.
Yep.
And every once in a while I will buy a carton and we'll have omelets, with it.
Yes. And we also will sometimes get the folds.
Yeah, the folds are good for breakfast sandwiches.
They really are.
Yeah.
Yes. And so this is also the first Veggie Award for Best Vegan Eggs.
Because there's so many new vegan egg products on the market.
Right.
So
exactly.
It's kind of cool that they've added this category.
So they're no longer the only, but they are still the best.
Yeah.
And in second place, we had Yo Egg.
Yo Egg is the hard-boiled egg. You
Yes.
get like a pack of 3 or 6, I think 6 halves of hard-boiled egg, and then they also include a little packet of kala namak, black salt.
Oh, okay.
And I've seen people taste it and say the texture is pretty spot on. The taste without the kala namak is pretty neutral. There's not a whole lot going on there. And they're expensive. It's like $8 for 6 halves. Why can't I say that? Halves.
There you go.
6 halves of a vegan hard-boiled egg.
Interesting.
But people seem to like them, but it's definitely, you're going to use your budget hands.
Yeah, for
that.
sure.
Yeah.
And I, again, am not a hard-boiled egg person, so that would
Yeah,
not entice me at all.
I wouldn't buy them because Sam doesn't like hard-boiled eggs, so there's really no point.
Yeah. And then third place in the vegan egg battle was Crafty Counter, which I've never heard of.
I've heard of the brand, but I'm not familiar.
Alrighty then.
Here's a contentious category. Yeah, best vegan burger.
According to VegNews and according to the many voters,
Yep.
the winner is Beyond Meat.
Beyond Meat. Not surprising. Beyond Meat. I mean, a lot of people love Beyond Meat. I believe that the second place winner, Impossible Foods,
is better.
Is a superior product.
I agree.
But that's just my opinion. And then in third,
we have Dr. Prager's.
Dr. Prager's. Go Dr. Prager's.
Indeed, go Dr. Prager's.
There's a lot of competition in this category. So,
well, Dr. Prager's we haven't bought them in a long time, but Dr. Prager's has a couple of really, really great, more veggie burgers.
Yeah, like garden burgers and stuff.
They have like an Indian chickpea veggie burger that is just fantastic. I absolutely love it.
We did used to buy those.
And we haven't gotten them in a long time.
Yeah, we don't do a whole lot of, replacement burgers. We did, however, recently have the Wegmans brand. They're called Don't Have a Cow. Don't Have a Cow. And they're very good.
I love them, actually. And, they're not chock full of all of the oil and saturated fat that both Beyond and Impossible are just loaded with.
It's true.
They're a much healthier option.
They're much healthier, and I think they are much more similar to what people would think of as like a fast food burger.
Yeah.
They're thinner.
They're thinner.
And they have like char flavor.
Yep.
They're good.
They're really very good. So, as a kind of an everyday burger, like, oh, why don't we just have a burger for dinner? Like, we would definitely do Don't Have a Cow. Impossible is our vegan burger meat of choice, but it's a very rare treat.
It's like a decadent thing.
It's a decadent thing, for sure.
Or if we're doing like a cookout or something.
Oh, yeah. If you're going to grill,
yeah,
it's got to be.
Hey, next up is Best Vegan Chicken. Who do you think won Best Vegan Chicken?
I'll tell you who won Best Vegan Chicken. That was
Okay.
Gardein.
Are you surprised by that?
No, I'm not really surprised by that.
There's a ton of vegan chickens on the market.
There are.
Yeah.
I think there are just so many to choose from anymore.
Yeah.
And I like a number of them.
And it's interesting that they combine all vegan chicken products into one category because there's nuggets, there's
Fillets,
tenders,
there's tenders,
yeah. And they're all a little different. So even flavor-wise and texture-wise, they're all a little different. But Gardein took the number one spot.
Yeah, and we've had their ultimate plant-based chicken fillets, and they're good.
They're pretty good.
They're good. Yeah. We've had the Impossible Foods, which is the second place winner. So the runner-up is Impossible. They are quite good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. Third place, we have Daring Foods.
I like the Daring stuff. You didn't like the Daring stuff texturally. Like I get just a little. They're like, they're not breaded or anything. They're just like little chunks. And I forget what I made, maybe a stir fry or something with them, and you weren't a fan.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I like them.
Okay,
I
then.
think texturally they're really good. You didn't like the texture on them.
I'm more than happy to try them again.
Yeah, we'll try it again.
Cool. Next up, we've got Best Vegan Seafood. And this veggie award also goes to Gardein.
Yeah, I think they would have gotten my vote too.
For sure.
I know I voted in the VegNews Awards, but it's so long ago, I don't remember what I voted for. But I would, looking at the first, second, and third place winners, I probably went Gardein.
I'm sure I went Gardein. You know, I used to be a big fan of sea life derived food. I loved fish and shellfish. And so I actually haven't done a lot in terms of attempting to replace that.
Yeah.
But very early on in being vegan, Christine requested vegan corn dogs for your birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And I couldn't find them.
You couldn't find them.
So instead, I went with Gardein's, what were then called fishless fillets, and made filet-o fishless with them and some vegan mac and cheese.
Yeah, that was like, because I'm 12. That was my birthday meal request.
Yes.
Corn dogs and mac and cheese.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah, those fishless fillets, they're good.
We haven't gotten them in a long time.
Forever.
It's been a couple years, I think.
Yeah, forever.
But they make a really nice kind of like a fish fillet sandwich.
Yeah, the filet-o fish.
Yeah, they're really quite lovely for that purpose.
They are. A little mayo, some lettuce, some crispy lettuce,
tartar
tomato.
sauce,
Good.
pickles.
They're good.
Bring it. Amazing.
Oh, yeah, pickles. The pickles make it.
It's important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. And so in second place, we have Good Catch.
Good Catch. I got, one time when you were out of town, we got the Good Catch somewhere.
Okay.
And I ate them while you were out of town. They were like fish sticks.
Oh, yeah.
And they were pretty good.
Okay. Good to know.
Pretty good.
We'll have to try those again when I'm home. And then in third place, we have Conscious Foods, and that's Conscious with a K.
Yeah, I've never tried that.
Me either.
Ooh, this is also maybe a contentious category.
Possibly.
Best Vegan Bacon.
The award goes to Light Life.
It's okay. The Smart Bacon, it's okay. Kudos to everybody that voted for Light Life. It's not my go-to.
No, if I had my druthers, I would go for Upton's Naturals Bacon. They're my favorite.
And Upton's took the second place award.
They did. Yeah.
Yep.
Upton's is my favorite.
Yeah, Upton's is good. And then in third place is Tofurkey.
Is Tofurkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
I mean, but there are so many vegan bacons out there anymore.
There's a ton of them out there.
I mean, Sweet Earth is actually quite good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't remember the last time we've got Light Life bacon. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. So I can't even comment on on whether or not I think it's a good product because I honestly can't remember.
I like the Uptons.
Yeah, I do too. It's just really hard to find around here.
It is. A vegan grocery store carries it.
But not all the time.
She also has this newer brand that's really good, and she uses it in her breakfast sandwiches. And it's really good. But
that's good stuff.
I can't remember the brand.
I'm not sure either.
But it's good.
We'll have to check. This is another one that I don't think will be a surprise to anyone. The best vegan deli slices was, and always shall be, Tofurkey.
Yeah, I think Tofurkey should have taken this, and I'm glad they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tofurkey is kind of a go-to for us. I love sandwiches, like love sandwiches. And they don't need to be complex and crazy, but, you know, I love that I can get the Tofurkey plant-based deli slices that I like the smoked ones the best. It kind of mimics turkey.
Yeah.
Like a smoked turkey breast in a way. And it just kind of hits that deli sandwich craving.
Yeah. They really do.
In a really perfect way.
Yeah.
So I'm a big fan of Tofurkey deli slices.
Me too.
Coming in second place in that category was Field Roast.
Okay.
And third place, Unreal Deli.
Yeah. I'm surprised that Eve's didn't make the list at all. It could be because Eve's is more popular where we are and in Canada. So I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know where the majority of votes are coming from for this. So.
Sure.
Next up is Best Vegan Jerky.
And the Veggie Award goes to Louisville Vegan Jerky Company.
Yeah, the Louisville jerkies are good. And in second was Beyond. But I kind of think that I read that the Beyond Jerky has been discontinued.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was also good. It was almost too much like animal jerky.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Primal Spirit came in third, and that's my favorite. They come in like those little
strips.
Individual strips. They're not super jerky, but they're really good flavor-wise. They're not like, you know, you're not going to bite down and have to pull really hard.
Sure.
But I like the flavor. They have so many different like flavor profiles. And like they have like a teriyaki one that's really good. And
yeah, Primal Spirit tends to show up in Christmas stockings for Christine.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah. And I'm not a jerky person, so I can't really comment on this one.
What's next?
Our next category is Best Vegan Condiment.
That is a really broad spectrum.
It's kind of huge.
For a category, don't you think?
I mean, you think of condiments. I mean, we're talking mayos, mustards, ketchups, relishes.
Yeah.
Like chutneys.
And the winner is a very interesting choice.
Yeah.
In the condiment category.
And that is Bragg's nutritional yeast.
Right? I mean, I know vegans, we love nutritional yeast.
Gotta love the nooch.
But I'm really surprised that in the condiment category, nutritional yeast came in first.
Yeah. It is. I mean, I was surprised by this too. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I think their nutritional yeast is spectacular, but it wouldn't be the first thing that came to mind as a condiment.
No, but remember, these are multiple choice. When you vote, it was in there. Yes. So, you know. And I actually prefer the Trader Joe's
nutritional yeast.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
To Bragg's.
Got it.
But what came in second?
Second was Follow Your Heart's Vegenaise.
Yeah. Okay. See, that would be my number one pick. When I think condiments, I think, like you said, like mayo, mustard, ketchup. Yeah. That kind of thing. Yep. And then in third place is Hellmann's.
Vegan dressing and spread.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I like Vegenaise better.
Me too.
But it's much more affordable, the Hellmann's.
It is.
And much more readily available.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now here's another really big category.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best vegan snack.
Right.
There's lots of vegan snacks out there.
Oh my God, so many.
But it looks to me like by snack, they're kind of in the chips, popcorn, puffs, crunchy, salty.
Crunchy stuff.
Yeah, crunchy, salty stuff. And the winner of the Veggie Award is Hip Peas.
Yeah, not a surprise. The hip peas are really good.
They're great.
Yeah. And every time we get them, we're always like, why don't we get these more often? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
although that tends to happen with just about any like thing you can like snack on by the handful.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, why didn't we buy 2 bags of these?
Right. Like the potato lentil curls from Trader Joe's.
Oh, yeah. If you have a Trader Joe's near you.
Oh, my gosh. I love those things.
Yeah. They're really good.
They are
the
so
potato
good.
lentil curls. They're really good. And they're so crunchy.
They are so super crunchy. And they just kind of scratch that snacking itch.
They really
do. And they're
do.
not super salty.
No.
But yeah, we got some when we were at Trader Joe's like almost 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And immediately we were like, why did we only get 1 bag of these? That
they don't come in very big bags either.
So anyway.
Second place was Boom Chicka Pop.
Gotta like some Boom Chicka Pop. Yep. And third was Vegan Rob's Puffs.
I am not familiar with Vegan Rob's Puffs,
Me either.
but people like them.
There you go then.
I'm guessing they're like a cheese puff. Mm-hmm. Next up is Best Vegan Chocolate.
And the Veggie Award goes to Endangered Species.
Well, it's nice to see, an ethical brand make the cut
absolutely.
For first place.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm actually, though, shocked that Seventh Heaven isn't in the top 3.
I don't remember if they were in the choosing.
Well, they should have been if they weren't.
Yeah.
I like Endangered Species, but it tends to be, again, because it's oat milk, it tends to be sometimes a little grainy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't recall.
Yeah. Just a little on the grainy side, because also it's largely dark chocolate. And so dark chocolate will automatically be a little bit grainier
Well, if
than
it has
milk
a
chocolate.
higher cacao.
If it has a higher cacao
Yeah.
content, right.
Yep.
So Endangered Species, again, in first place. In second place, we have Choco Love, which I'm not familiar with.
Also not familiar.
And in third place, Theo Chocolate.
Not familiar.
Nope, me either.
I have a feeling these might be West Coast brands.
Entirely possible.
Oh, we were just talking about this. Best vegan candy.
Justin's Peanut Butter Cups.
Justin's Peanut Butter Cups took it for best vegan candy.
Yes, and that's a well-deserved award.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they're wonderful. The second place are the chocolate gems from Unreal Snacks. I have to admit, if it's the chocolate gems with the peanuts in them,
Yeah, they're like peanut M&Ms.
they're like peanut M&Ms.
They're only better. Oh my God.
They
they're
are so much better.
Yeah, it's like M&Ms used to taste.
Yeah.
When it was, the ingredients were more natural and stuff.
Oh, they're so good.
They're very good.
Yeah, the Unreal peanut gems are just phenomenal.
Yeah,
I
and
love
third
them.
place is one of Sam's favorites.
An occasional favorite.
Yeah.
Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch Kids.
Go figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knew? I do enjoy a sour fruit flavored gummy every now and again. And Sour Patch Kids are my favorite.
Yeah. Again, that's something that makes its way into Sam's Christmas
stocking. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a me and Lucy thing.
Yeah. Next up is Best Vegan Dessert Brand. Again, broad spectrum.
Now, here, there's actually a tie.
Oh, there is.
There is. We have 2 brands. The first is Abe's, and the second is Sweet Lauren's.
Sweet Lauren's.
I don't know either of these brands.
No, we got Sweet Lauren's at the vegan grocery store before.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not familiar with Abe's.
No, I'm not familiar with them at all. But we have tried the second place winner, which is Alternative Baking Company.
Have we?
Yeah, they do nice big cookies.
Oh, they're the big ones. Yeah.
They're those nice big cookies.
Yep.
That I always get a couple when we go to the food co-op in Erie.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They carry
those
them.
are pretty good.
Yeah, they've got some really interesting flavors. They've
Yeah.
got like a really nice lemon poppy seed and a coffee and chocolate, and
Yep.
yeah, there's some good flavors there.
Yep. Yep.
And then third place is another brand that I am not familiar with, which is Rubicon Bakers.
Yeah, I've heard of that brand, but I know we haven't tried it.
Nope, not yet. We'll have to check it out if we can find it.
What's next?
Well, I think this next one you're going to agree with wholeheartedly. The best classic product gone vegan.
Yeah, and in first was Borson cheese.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do agree with that. That's very good. The Borson dairy-free garlic. It's garlic and herb. It's like a cheese spread kind of a thing, and it is really good on a cracker. And in second place is the Baby Bell plant-based snack cheese. Those are pretty good too.
They are good. I
Yeah.
have to admit, we only bought them once, I think.
I bought them a couple of times.
But-
There's some in the refrigerator right now.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're in there.
You used to toss them in my lunches.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Okay. And then in third place are Reese's plant-based peanut butter cups.
Yeah, and I think everybody knows how we feel about the Reese's plant-based peanut butter cups.
Indeed. No need to reiterate. Next, we have the best new vegan product.
Oh, yes. And the winner, I wish we could get our hands on some of this because I really want to try it.
The winner is Meaty. Meati. Meaty.
Meaty whole cut steak and chicken.
Yes. And so this is not something that we have tried yet.
No.
I don't think it's available in our area just yet.
I think we'd have to go to Whole Foods for it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That might be worth it, though.
It might. Just to try it out. I'd like to try it out. I always like to try the, newer products.
Yeah.
Just to see what they're like.
All right. So we might have to check that out. Yeah. The second place winner on this, I agree with wholeheartedly, which are Lindt Lindor oat milk chocolate truffles.
Those were good.
They really were. Christine picked up a bag of them right around Valentine's Day.
Yep.
And they were absolutely divine.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah. Every bit as good as the original. I would just love Lindt to make them in the same flavors that they make their original truffles, because their hazelnut truffle, their raspberry truffle, are things that I would love to see in oat milk form.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be pretty great.
And then coming in third is Impossible Foods beef hot dogs,
which we have not tried.
Have not tried.
Nope.
And I've heard mixed reviews on them. So
okay. Next we have the best vegan meal delivery service, and the award goes to Purple Carrot.
Purple Carrot. We have never tried Purple Carrot.
We haven't.
We did do delivery for a little, meal delivery for a little while, just to try them.
Blue Apron for a little while, and this was before we were vegan.
Yeah.
And we actually liked it quite a bit.
It was kind of fun.
Yeah. We actually did that for about a year.
We did. We had a year-long
subscription. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so, but we have not tried Purple Carrot. In second place, we have Daily Harvest.
Yeah, Daily Harvest. There was some controversy with Daily Harvest that they had a product come out that caused some health issues for people.
Really?
And they never walked it back. They never apologized. I don't even remember what the product was, but anywho.
Interesting.
Daily Harvest.
And then in third place, we have Hungry Root.
Hungry Root. I've heard good things about Purple Carrot. I haven't heard much about either one of those. I know you used to get the Daily Harvest. Didn't they used to get a shake or something?
They had some really good soups that I liked. Yeah. And they also had some really good smoothie blends.
Smoothies. Yeah.
That's
what it was. That's what I'm remembering. Next up is Best Vegan Grocery Store.
And the Veggie Award goes to Bestie's Vegan Paradise in Los Angeles, California.
Yep, coming in second is Food Fight Groceries in Portland, Oregon, and taking the third spot is Orchard Grocer in New York, New York. And we were hoping that our vegan grocery store, who was nominated this year, congratulations, Vegan Grocery Store, for your nomination. We were really hoping that you would get in there, but alas, maybe next year.
Maybe. I mean, it's to be expected that the stores in larger cities are, going to get more votes.
Come on. You got L.A., Portland, and New York, New York. I mean, that's a hard market to compete in, right?
That Tonawanda, New York made it on the list.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. The nomination alone is very impressive.
Amazing. Now we have the best online vegan grocery store, and the award goes to Vegan Essentials.
Vegan Essentials is good. They have a lot of stuff on their website.
Yeah. And this is their 11th Veggie Award.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that says something. They have everything from the UK's vegan Kit Kats to stroopwafels to plant-based food for companion animals. And so they really are quite wonderful.
Yeah.
In second place, we have GTFO. It's vegan.
Yeah, we've purchased from GTFO in the past.
We certainly have. Mm-hmm. And in third place, we have Bestie's Vegan Paradise.
Next up is Best Vegan City.
We weren't surprised by this at all.
No.
Best Vegan City, the award goes to Los Angeles, California.
Los Angeles, people of Los Angeles, you are so spoiled.
Oh, are you ever?
So spoiled.
Yes.
If you ever move out of Los Angeles, it's going to be a rude awakening for you because you live in a kind of a vegan paradise down there. A little bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. In second place, really no surprise, New York City. And in third, we have Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, this is no surprise at all.
No.
The way they're ranked. Mm-mm. It's exactly how I would have expected it to come out.
Yeah, LA and New York.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Here's a fun one. Favorite vegan celebrity?
And the Veggie Award goes to Joaquin Phoenix.
Go, Joaquin. He does a lot of good work.
He does do a lot of good work.
He does.
And this is his third Veggie Award. In second place, we had Tabitha Brown. Mm-hmm. And in third place, Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson. Go, Woody. These next categories are going to be something that Sam probably has next to no interest in, but favorite vegan...
Well, it's not no interest in, it's no clue about, really.
Yes. Favorite vegan TikToker.
And the Veggie Award goes to Alexis Nicole Nelson, at Alexis Nicole.
Yeah. Now, I don't TikTok. I do follow Alexis on Instagram, and I like everything that she puts out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
She's a good creator.
Awesome. In second place, we have Carly Bodrug at Plant U. And in third place, Todd Anderson at Turnip Vegan.
Turnip Vegan. And he's got some really good recipes. I have one of his ebooks. It's all things that you can do with mushrooms.
Ooh.
And he does some really different things. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm not familiar with Carly Bodrug.
Get investigating.
Oh, yeah, I guess I better.
All right.
Favorite vegan Instagrammer.
The winner is John Lewis at Badass Vegan.
Yep, Badass Vegan. He's very, very popular. Very popular.
In second place, we have Danielle Brown at Healthy Girl Kitchen. And in third place, Gaz Oakley at Gaz Oakley.
Yeah, these are all really great. These are great creators. Follow them if you're looking for some new vegans to follow.
I do miss that Pickup Limes is not here.
Well, we haven't gotten to that, but yeah, the next category is favorite vegan YouTuber.
Oh, I guess you're right. Yes. That Pickup Limes is primarily a YouTuber.
I mean, they're on Instagram,
Right.
and her Instagram stuff is great.
Of course.
But they're mostly known for their YouTube content.
Yeah.
So the next category is favorite vegan YouTuber.
And the award goes to Rose Lee of Cheap Lazy Vegan.
Cheap Lazy Vegan.
It's a great name.
Yeah, it's catchy.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with her content.
I'm not either.
Okay. We'll have to check it out.
I'm sure I've seen it. I'm not sure I follow her, but I'm sure I've seen it.
Okay. The second and third place winners, however, I certainly am. And second place is one of my favorites, if not my favorite, and that is Ed Winters, better known as Earthling Ed.
Yeah, I would recommend people subscribe to his YouTube.
Absolutely. And then in third place, we have Janae Claiborne of Sweet Potato Soul.
Janae, her channel is something that we followed early in our veganism. She has a lot of really great recipes. She's very down to earth, and yeah, a lot of really good content on there, and very well produced.
Nice.
But I agree with Sam that Pickup Limes should be on here.
Oh, I love Pickup Limes so much. The production value is so wonderful, and
it could be because they're not I don't know if all of these Earthling Ed's not in America either. He's in the UK.
He is.
Pickup Limes, they're in
the Netherlands.
Yeah, they're in the Netherlands. So I don't know. She's Canadian, but her husband is from the Netherlands, so they live in the Netherlands. I don't know if that has anything to do with the fact that they're not on this list.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Not a clue.
This next category is favorite vegan athlete.
And the Veggie Award goes to Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton is a Formula One race car driver, and he has 36 million followers on Instagram.
People love him. I don't know if it's because he's so cute.
Could be.
He is just really handsome.
But he also has his own vegan restaurants, and he regularly advocates for plant-based living.
Oh, he's a fantastic advocate.
So
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
In second place, we have Cam Newton, and in third place, Morgan Mitchell. And next we have Best Vegan Podcast.
And we thank you. I just want to thank the Academy.
Stop.
Oh, it wasn't us?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. We weren't even nominated.
You could write us in, people. Write us in. Jeez. I kid.
Yes, indeed she does. No, the Best Vegan Podcast Veggie Award goes to Nutrition Facts with Dr. Greger. I love this so much, I can't even tell you.
That's great. I've never listened to his podcast.
I love his podcast.
I don't listen to his podcast. I do his YouTube.
I do his YouTube as well, yes.
Yeah.
But I just love anything that deals with Dr. Michael Greger.
Yeah.
I just adore him so much.
Yeah.
So he is in the well-deserved first place spot, followed by the Brown Vegan Podcast in second. And in third place, we have the Rich Roll Podcast.
Another one of your favorites.
Yes, I do like Rich Roll quite a bit as well.
But again, people, you know, come on. I'm tease.
Don't listen to her. You should all know better by now.
Here it is. Coming in 78th place, Compassion and Cucumbers Vegan Podcast. Thank you, everybody. You like us. You really like us.
Oh, my God.
Hey, here's one that's interesting. Best Vegan Cookbook.
This is a book from which we just recently did a recipe, if I'm not mistaken.
We did recently do a recipe by the winning cookbook, which is Craving Vegan by Sam Turnbull.
Yes. And we are big fans of this book and, of course, of all of Sam's work. And in second place, we have Plant-Based on a Budget by Tony Okamoto. Mm-hmm. And in third place, Healthy Girl Kitchen by Danielle Brown.
Not familiar with Healthy Girl Kitchen.
Healthy Girl Kitchen was also second place among the vegan Instagrammers.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
So twice I'm not familiar.
There you go.
Yeah, and I can say that both Sam Turnbull and Tony Okamoto have really great food blogs with recipes and stuff on them. You don't need to purchase their books to get some really great recipes from either one of those vegan chefs.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. But I know I'm looking forward to doing some more recipes from Sam's cookbook. So
yeah. Was that it?
That's the last.
And that was the very end.
That was the last.
Of the VegNews Veggie Awards. Congratulations to all the winners.
Indeed. And to all of the runners-up.
Yeah, there were some big surprises in there for me, and then some not surprise at all kind of things.
Sure.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun. Good idea.
I'll include a link if you want to read through it again or whatever. And let us know if you did vote in the Veggie Awards and if any of your favorites won, or, if you're demanding a recount,
Is there a mechanism through which you can demand a recount for the Veggie Awards?
Really don't think there is. But
okay.
That brings us to this week's helpful tip to help you encourage others to go vegan and stay vegan.
And this week's tip is to address people's concerns. Be prepared to address common concerns and misconceptions about veganism, such as protein deficiency, taste satisfaction, and convenience or lack thereof. Provide evidence-based responses and offer practical solutions to help people overcome these barriers.
Yeah, if someone is vegan curious, they often will have, if immediately they'll be like, so what am I going to eat?
Yeah.
So yeah, offer information and address all those concerns that a new vegan or a vegan curious person might have.
Indeed.
That's a good tip. It's time for our favorite portion of the show.
Must be listener shout out time.
It's listener shout out.
Just want to give a shout out to all my fans watching. I love you guys. I love you.
This week's listener shout out goes to Koala Sarah on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm not sure that that's her given name, but
if it is, that's kind of cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Koala Sarah, we don't know anything about you except that you listen to the show and that you recently commented on one of our episodes that you are a regular listener. So thank you for listening, Sarah.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for listening, and contact us with your t-shirt size and address, Sarah, so we can send you a Compassion and Cucumbers swag bag. You can email that information to us at compassionandcucumbers@gmail.com, or you can DM us on Instagram or Facebook, or hey, through YouTube. Any way you want to reach us.
That's right. And to any of you who would like a listener shout out, please email or DM or YouTube comment us. Let us know what you think of the show and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, and don't forget that you can also nominate somebody else for a shout out if you'd like to do that. If you want us to tell someone happy birthday. I said in our newsletter this week that, hey, if you want to remind your partner that your anniversary is coming up or anything to that effect.
Are you concerned that I'm going to forget our anniversary?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Anyway, you want to nominate someone else, we will definitely shout them out too.
That brings us to our vegan org of the week. And this week we are celebrating Apex Advocacy. Apex Advocacy aims to increase the number of BIPOC individuals who participate in animal activism by advocating for collective liberation through animal rights, particularly in marginalized communities that are disproportionately affected by the animal industrial complex. In order to effectively eradicate animal industries, we maintain that the grassroots animal advocacy movement must actively welcome and amplify BIPOC voices, build bridges with other movements and communities, and recognize the interconnectedness between various systems of oppression. To learn more about Apex Advocacy's mission, go to apexadvocacy.org.
Yeah, they're a fantastic organization.
Yes, they are.
Really good work happening there.
Yeah.
It's time to wrap this baby up. Before we recorded this episode, Sam said this one shouldn't be very long. We are now at an hour 16.
Go figure.
Yeah. Now, I mean, with some there'll be some editing,
But still.
But not much.
No.
Anyway, as we wrap up, I just have a couple of calls to action for you. Per usual, we ask you to join the Agriculture Fairness Alliance Vegan Voter Hub, and we always provide the link to that in our show notes. So we really want you to do that. Subscribe to our show on your favorite podcast app and subscribe to our YouTube. Leave us a rating and a review anywhere that you can. And lastly, send us your favorite vegan recipes for our listener recipe series. We'll make your recipes and talk about it on the show.
We sure will. And with that, it's time to sign off. You have just listened to episode 135 of the Compassion and Cucumbers podcast, and there's nothing left to say but where cukes and compassion are always the fashion on the podcast.
Thanks, James.
Have a great week, everyone.
Yeah, we'll talk to you next Tuesday.
We love you.
We do. We love you. Bye-bye.
The end.
If you'd like to support the Compassion and Cucumbers podcast, well, you can do that by hopping on over to our Patreon page and becoming a patron. We have all the recipes from our Vegan Kitchen series up there, and we'll be adding some patron-only episodes in the near future. So thank you for supporting us at whatever level that you choose, and thank you again for listening to Compassion and Cucumbers podcast.